just a few minutes, a well-known Hollywood actor will walk the red carpet right here in the state line.
Dennis Quaid's latest film is helping put Dixon on the map. Jess Liptzin is live in President Ronald Reagan's hometown. Hey, Jess.
Wendell, Mimi, I'm right outside the historic Dixon Theater, where in just a few moments, Dennis Quaid will be walking the red carpet behind me. Community members, business owners, and the mayor are overjoyed to get the recognition to host the premiere of the movie Reagan. President Ronald Reagan grew up in Dixon from the ages of 9 to 22, and Dixon's mayor is happy this gets to shine a light on his city.
I think the movie maybe gives the community a little bit more recognition. It's not just a matter of it's Reagan, where Reagan's home was, it's where Reagan grew up, where Reagan went to school. It puts more, I think the movie has potential of putting more context with Dixon, and maybe brings in some more tourism, who knows, in the long run.
The red carpet, hosted by Young America's Foundation right behind me, is going to start at 6:20, and then the movie premiere will start around 7 tonight. And then tonight at 9 and 10, I'll have all of it for you, as well as business owners and city leaders talking about how excited they are to have this in town. For now, reporting in Dixon for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Jess, on the red carpet in Dixon, thank you very much. Tonight, national civil rights groups have filed a federal complaint against the Rockford Public School District.
Jess Liptzin joins us live ahead of the district's committee meeting. Jess, they're challenging racial discriminatory practices at RPS?
Wendell, Mimi, that's exactly right. The complaint was filed with the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights, alleging there have been violations of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The National Center for Youth Law and the Roderick and Solong MacArthur Justice Center are calling on the Office for Civil Rights to take steps to ensure RPS's disciplinary practices and use of school resource officers do not discriminate against students of color in the district. The complaint alleges that our SROs are racially discriminatorily handling minor school disciplinary issues. Rockford Public Schools said in a statement, the Rockford School District has not been notified by the OCR of any complaint that has been filed. They go on to say, to the extent that the district receives notice from the OCR, the district will respond accordingly. Coming up tonight at 9, we'll hear from those who did file this complaint. For now, reporting for your home team outside RPS 205's building, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
City market of the season and a block party downtown just wrapped up.
Yeah, certainly a lot going on all across the state line as warmer weather is on the way. Our Jess Liptzin's downtown. And Jess, how are things going out there?
David, Mimi, downtown Rockford's the place to be. There's food trucks out, music playing, as well as games. Some here for the late night comedy show later on, and some here just to have a good time. The warm weather is out, and so is the community, enjoying one of the several events welcoming in the summer season in the Forest City. The Screw City Block Party started the fun, but there's also City Market kicking off right now. This is those I spoke with all had a different favorite event, from Food Truck Tuesdays to certain summer parades. The one thing they had in common was their love for the community atmosphere.
We're just here to hang out. We want to really go and see the Nate Bargatze show, so that's what got us out. And just being around in downtown Rockford with all the hustle and bustle and fun commotion going on is super fun for us.
The block party behind me is just wrapping up, but the fun is not over. I'm going to head over to City Market, so tune in tonight at 9 and 10 to find out what's going on in downtown Rockford. For now, reporting outside the BMO Center for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jess. It'll be fun to hear from him when he's on the other side of the bridge over at City Market.
Yeah, can't wait for that. I'm sure parking downtown is going to be quite a mess.
It's a beautiful day to be out.
Bartenders are helping raise money at a local restaurant, and you may see a familiar face there. Eyewitness News reporter Jess Liptzin is joining us live because Jess, you're going to be a guest bartender helping raise money tonight.
That's right, Wendell. I'm right outside the Pomodoro, where I'll be spending the next few hours, and I hope to see some of you as well. I'm with one of the organizers of today's event, Stacy Lidval. And Stacy, thanks so much for doing this with us.
Well, thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to do some bartending. So yeah, if maybe you want to just start off by telling me, you see the community out here and local business helping out as well. What does it mean to kind of have this community support?
The support is amazing. I mean, obviously, as on the board of directors and as an organization, we're very happy to have the support of the community. But I think it means more to the people that we actually serve. To know that these are people that are seeking mental health services, and that's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to accept that you need, and I think it means a lot lot to our clients that people are actually supporting them and are working to make sure they get the care they need.
So we have a fun night tonight, but it's not just tonight. We have a little bit of fundraising going on all week long, so maybe kind of just tell me all about it.
Well, tonight, definitely come on out. We're here till about 8 o'clock and get one of those $5 martinis here from Jess. We are also going to raffle off 2 tickets to our Brunch on the Dock event, which is at Prairie Street Brew House on Sunday morning. That's going to be a really fun event. It's brunch, a bunch of different brunch foods, and a Bloody Mary bar, so you can grab your own Bloody Mary. And also we have a bunch of raffles up there. We're going to be raffling off some Queen tickets, some Cubs tickets, and a variety of other little packages and door prizes and great acoustic music, so come out and enjoy the morning. Tickets for that are still available at www.brunchonthedock.com. And also, we are giving away those 2 tickets tonight. We will raffle that at 7:45. So just let our bartenders know that you're here to support FCS and you'll be entered to win.
Awesome. All right, so tonight we'll be going on until 8 o'clock. Hope to see you there. It'll be an exciting night as it's for a fabulous cause as we raise money for mental health care services in the community. For now, reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
What a good cause. Thank you, Jess. Good luck tonight.
Is live at the Belvedere Oasis tonight. Jess, what are you hearing from drivers?
Mimi, AAA says this is going to be the 3rd busiest Memorial Day weekend on the road since 2000. I've spoke to people traveling to Arkansas.
Fire crews are called into action at the Rockford Airport.
Let's get straight out to RFD. That's where we find Jess Liptzin. Jess, an incident on a flight caused a plane to make an emergency landing?
Eric, Mimi, there were 2 pilots on board the flight that was headed from Newark to Salt Lake City, but they did have to make an emergency landing when pilots said that they saw smoke in the cockpit. Cargo is currently being taken off the plane, but no signs of a fire. Officials say whatever was the cause of smoke was either mitigated or put out before landing. The extent of the issue is still unknown, and I'm told before a thorough investigation, it could vary in how major or minor the results of the incident are. I did see emergency crews from a few different departments here, but many left upon arrival.
So no impact to our overall operation. We did have to shut down one of our 2 runways, but we had flights going on in the background. We had flights taxiing around the affected area. The aircraft was able to make its way off the primary runway onto a taxiway where it was met with emergency services. So no impact to our overall operation.
We'll update you on air or online as we learn more. For now, though, reporting at the Rockford Airport for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jess. Jess Liptzin's been keeping an eye on voting. He is live at a local polling place.
Jess, how's the voter turnout been?
Eric, Mimi, I'm outside the Boone County Community Building. This is the location for 6 precincts, and today I've seen a fair share of voters coming and going, and like you had mentioned, today's vote is filled with local elections, including big ones like the school board, Rock Valley College Board, as well as a few fire department referendums. Earlier today, I spoke with Boone County Clerk and Recorder Julie Bliss, who told me the storm was affecting voter turnout at times, but overall we'll have similar numbers to years past.
We actually had a large amount of vote by mail ballots that went out the first day, March 10th, and we had a little over 1,900, I believe, that we've sent out. That is largely due in part to the permanent vote by mail list that people can join, so every election they can get a ballot automatically sent to them. So we had a lot more vote by mail ballots, whereas before we would have had a smaller amount, maybe 200 or 300. So we've sent out a lot of ballots. We've had a little over 500 people in our office here early voting or voting today. And so I think that turnout is going to be relatively similar to what it has been in the past.
Something else on the ballot in Boone County tonight is Fire District 2 is hoping to get another ambulance. I'll be speaking with Chief Kuntz about that vote, and we'll hear from him and get his reaction on that later tonight. But reporting live for your home team in Belvedere outside the Boone County Community Building, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys in studio.
All right, thanks, Jess.
Well, I'm here with Betsy, who is looking to be adopted. Betsy, do you have anything in particular looking for in a home? Okay, yeah, you've heard it here. Come adopt Betsy.
The long-standing agreement between the Winnebago County Forest Preserve District and Severson Dells is in limbo.
The two partners' longtime relationship could be coming to an end as the agreement will be discussed at tonight's board meeting for the preserve. Jess Liptzin is joining us live now. Jess, what are the two sides expecting going into tonight's meeting?
Tom, Mimi, both sides do seem confident that they will come to a new agreement. I'm outside the Winnebago County Forest Preserve headquarters where they are set to kick off their board meeting at 5:30. The two have worked together since the 70s, giving the county access to and education to nature all around the area. While both sides look to continue this, tweaks are being made to their agreement that was terminated effective March 19th. Both sides have said in the past budgetary reasons is a factor, as well as the agreement is a lease or partnership.
We've got a lot to discuss. It's been, like I said, it's been an open item for the last month because of the, what we proposed. Essentially, that's what we did was we developed a proposal last board meeting. We voted on it, we accepted it, and then we presented it to Severson. And now we're just going to review their response and probably go forward with another counter proposal, so to speak.
Coming up at 9 and 10, we'll hear from Severson Dells and Wasser, as well as all you need to know about what happens in the meeting between these two partners. Reporting live outside the Winnebago County Forest Preserve headquarters, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Today marks the third time Juneteenth is being observed as a federal holiday. The holiday commemorates the day Union soldiers marched to Galveston, Texas in 1865. There, thousands of enslaved people learned that they were free. The event taking place 2 years after former President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Here in the state line, there's a big celebration going on right now at Sinisippi Park. Jess Liptzin is there live. Jess, how's it looking out there?
Asked me to play for him at,
well, Tom, it's just an action-packed day out here. Earlier, I saw a talent show, then you heard some speeches, and now there's an award show going on. It's just a beautiful day to celebrate the holiday.
I feel vindicated. You do something and it doesn't work in the beginning, but we just keep working, and it worked out.
Tommy Meeks and his wife pushed for the recognition of Juneteenth for more than 3 decades. About the same amount of time he's put on the annual celebration in Rockford.
But it's great because to me, it's bringing people together. And that's what America was supposed to be about in the very beginning. Freedom, unity, and all that. And it took us a long time to get there. But I think Juneteenth is getting there.
With the day now a federal and state holiday, plenty of people came out for the Juneteenth collaborative celebration in Sinisippi Park.
Very cool. To be, part of the educational community as well as part of the African American community. We're able to come out here and show exactly what it is that Legacy has to offer.
I knew there was going to be a bunch of people out here, but just coming out and seeing this event yesterday, I'm just like, oh yeah, they showed up. So I'm like, it's fun. It's neat seeing this.
Meeks planned a jam-packed 2-day observance with events, prizes, and ample of ways to get educated on the history of this day.
We need to work on some things right now. By knowing our history, we'll be able to head some things off. And I think Juneteenth is the type of holiday that'll help people focus on how we can fix things. And I always say, help people, don't hurt people.
Live music and food and a celebration of this day. I don't know, it's since Biden signed it into a federal law thing, and I'm just like, this is kind of a neat thing. It's difficult for me to say that because I realize the history behind it, but just the fact that we can hold this out at Sinisippi, I absolutely love it here.
The festivities will go on until 8:45 tonight, so there's plenty of time to make your way out here. Reporting live from Sinisippi for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Bond between survivors and their heroes is like no other.
And that was on display at one Rockford event as they shared their stories. Our Jess Liptzin is at NIU Rockford Center where the event has wrapped up. Jess, what was going on?
Tom, Mimi, it was a celebration filled with emotions put on by the Rockford Fire Department, connecting first responders to the ones they saved. The Survivor Ceremony has been going on for around 10 years. It highlights the remarkable work by Rockford Fire and Emergency Services, like responding to the more than 32,000 incidents in 2022. It also gives a chance for survivors to tell their story and shake hands with the ones that saved them during their darkest moments.
How do you not get emotional, right? Because it's just incredible when you see the stories and you hear the stories and just the chain of events and then they're here. they're here talking to you, they're here, they're on stage, and they get to meet the responders. So how do you not get emotional?
Coming up at 9 and 10, we'll hear from a survivor who shared his story and the first responders who helped save him and work with him to this day. Reporting live in Rockford for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Polls now closing very soon. Voters have less than an hour to cast those ballots.
Our Jess Liptzin is live at the Nordloff Center in Rockford. And Jess, what's the turnout been like?
Mimi, David, for the past few weeks leading up to these primary elections, we've been covering the common themes, and that's not that many contested races, which could be leading to a low voter turnout. Behind me is the Nordloff Center. It's voting for the 3rd Ward and precinct 5 through 7, and I can probably count on both my hands how many people have walked in here in the past 2.5 hours. I spoke to one person who told me they feel like it's their duty to come here and vote no matter who's running, what the elections look like, but they say that throughout their workplace and family, they haven't heard of many people coming out to vote.
When Biden was running in that, it was packed. It was packed. They were lined up the door. 2020 was packed in here.
I mean, I work at a polling place as well, and it was pretty quiet today.
Poll workers told me that it started off with a slow morning, but picked up a little bit in the afternoon. Polls behind me are open up until 7 p.m. For now, reporting in Rockford for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin.
Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. With temperatures climbing, it's important to stay cool while outside.
Many people are heading to the pools to beat the heat. Our Jess Liptzin is out at Sand Park Pool learning some tips about staying safe in the water. Jess?
Eric, Mimi, it's hot, and I'm so close to jumping into one of these pools behind me, but, I've been able to control myself. As for the rest of Rockford, they seem to be out here at the Sand Park Pool as it is packed during this blistering heat. While it can be a fun time to cool off in the water, it's important to keep in mind the sun and heat this strong can be dangerous. I spoke to many who are taking precaution by monitoring the time spent in the sun, lots of sunscreen, and keeping hydrated.
I don't come out in the sun as early as I used to. Of course, use sunscreen. That's very important. Skin cancer is no joke. I'm firsthand. So make sure you wear your sunscreen and limit your time in the sun.
Just lots of water fluids, trying to keep and sunscreen, trying to enjoy the water to cool us down.
The pool here is going to close at 6 tonight, and then we'll open again at 1 o'clock tomorrow. As for the rest of Rockford, you have the Alpine Park Pool and Harkins Aquatic Center as places to cool off. For now, though, reporting at the Sand Park Pool for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Jess, thanks for the live report.
So what comes next for the Rockford Speedway? As Scott mentioned, the nearly 50-acre property will undergo commercial development.
Jess Liptzin's been learning more about that. He is live at the Speedway. Jess, there is plenty of emotion surrounding this news.
Well, Eric and Mimi, emotions were all over the place. Excitement about what the future has in store for the redevelopment, but sadness to announce the end of this iconic landmark. Around 5 years ago, the Deary family began talking with the Shorewood development about selling the Speedway. Years later, that plan is in motion. Shorewood specializes in developing plazas ranging from grocery stores to retail stores. Even without a definitive plan, developers spoke about the importance of making this area important to the community.
This is a special track, and racing's a special thing around the nation. And, these tracks are closing all around the nation, and it's heartbreaking because, it's something that's disappearing in America. And, I sympathize that with a fan. So I emphasize that. And, it's important to us and the Deary family to memorialize kind of the history here and have that kind of centered around the ultimate development that takes place here.
Coming up at 9 and 10, we'll hear from the mayor about his expectations for the area. Live at the Rockford Speedway for your home team, I'm Jess Liptzin. Back to you guys.
Jess, thanks for the live report.